if I don't know I'm healthy, I can. I mean, the sky's the limit. So I mean, we have all the tools here. We have a great coach, so we're really excited to put it all together once and for all.
Welcome, Browns fans, to another edition of the Cleveland Browns Work From Home series. And this time, I am thrilled to be joined by my friend, your friend, the Chief, David Njoku. And David, first of all, Chief, how the heck are you, man? These are some crazy times. How are you holding up?
I'm good. I'm safe. Family's safe. Everyone's doing well. But these are crazy times. So I encourage everybody to stay safe, stay home, stay blessed.
Yeah, man, it is crazy. And you're actually in Cleveland here now?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. So what's this offseason been like for you? You've had many off seasons. You've never had one like this. What has it kind of been like for you personally, trying to, you have one of the best physiques in the NFL, maintaining your physique, maintaining your training regimen in spite of all of these challenges that we face due to COVID-19?
Yeah, it's different for sure. It's definitely not what I've been doing the past few years. But nonetheless, it's always good to stay in shape, stay conditioned and everything. So I have a spot. This guy named Chad. He's my chiropractor, and he trains me out here in Cleveland. So I've been doing pretty well with this, but it's definitely not what I'm used to. So.
No, I don't think it's what any of us are used to, and that's for your body. How are you keeping kind of your mind sharp? Have you developed any hobbies? What are you doing with your time here during this social distancing period?
Played a bunch of card games with my family. I think I'm gonna start streaming on my Xbox pretty soon.
Okay.
I mean, I've also thought of maybe learning a couple instruments, but I don't know if I have the attention span to do that right now. But I mean, we're making the most of it right now, so we're just having a good time.
What are you playing on Xbox these days?
This game is called PUBG. It's my favorite game to play. I can play this game for hours.
What is it?
It's similar to Fortnite, but it's more realistic.
And it's called PUBG. I'm gonna have to check this out.
Gamers, yeah, will know it.
I play Fortnite with my son all the time, and I like Fortnite. Don't get me wrong. I do like it, but I'm not a great builder. So when you run into those people who can bend all of a sudden, you don't know what's going on, and it's like, that's no good. I don't like that.
It's too much. It's too much. When you're in war, you're not thinking of building a house like 2 minutes and then shooting someone the next minute. It's just not realistic.
Okay, PUBG. Is it like Fortnite, free to download, and then you just get in there and get into the world?
I think it's $20 to get, but
okay.
The difference between PUBG and Fortnite is like the gameplay is like more realistic in the sense of like how much ground you cover when you run or whatever, but you can't build. You just land, grab guns, shoot people, and hopefully win.
And go for the dub. I like it. All right, I'm definitely going to check that out because Fortnite, the building. I've gotten to the point where I'm as good as I can be for not being a builder, and my son makes fun of me because he.
No.
I'm not a builder.
That building is very important, I think, in Fortnite.
It's too important. It's too important. All right, let's talk a little bit about this offseason from a football perspective for you. Obviously, changes have been made. Kevin Stefanski in as the head coach, and let's just start with your impressions of Kevin Stefanski as your new head coach.
I'm really excited. He's a guy who loves his tight ends, and we just got a new one, Austin Hooper. That's a big time get. So we're gonna have a lot of fun this year for sure.
Yeah, you look at this wide zone scheme, you see that 2 tight ends are on the field. Last year in Minnesota, he had 2 tight ends on the field more than any team in the NFL. You guys are going to be in tandem, creating matchup problems for people. And it's an offense that feeds the ball to the tight ends, which I'm sure has to be music to your ears after what was, a very rough third season for you from an injury standpoint. And also things got a little just crazy as the season went on.
Yeah, it was pretty hectic last year for sure. Obviously we're not going to go into it, right now. That's behind us. So I'm just really excited for this upcoming year.
And when you think about the fact Andrew Berry, now the GM, he was a part of the regime that drafted you in the first round a few years ago. Have you guys gotten a chance to speak? Because I know he told us on Cleveland Browns Daily that he still has absolute belief in you, thinks you can be one of the elite tight ends in this game.
Yes, we have. We've talked a few times, actually. He's a great dude. Really, really excited that he's our GM, and I'm excited to finally start playing football. Hopefully, with all this madness going on, it's not, prolonged or anything.
What's one of the things that you wanted to work on coming here into your fourth season? You know, this is an offense where, like I said, you guys are going to be on the field together a lot. You're going to have pass catching opportunities. Obviously, that wide zone blocking scheme is going to be a big part of what the whole offense is based on. What's something that you really wanted to focus on so that when you come back, you know, you really hit the ground running?
Yeah, my number one goal, honestly, is just to stay healthy. You know, once, like, for me, if I don't know I'm healthy, the sky's the limit, you know. So obviously I didn't have the year that I wanted to have last year because of injuries. That took me out pretty much the whole season. So just really staying healthy, you know, once that's established, everything else will follow through. So I'm really excited.
So you guys were supposed to report on Monday, April 6th. We know that obviously didn't happen. What are you able to get into, you know, starting to take a look at this, maybe some Minnesota tape from last year, take a look at this offense to try to get a better understanding of, you know, what your role is going to be, how that's going to function, and really all the exciting opportunities that I think are going to be there for you.
For sure. We've gotten our iPads, and so we have parts of the playbook already. So that's really exciting to look through. I've seen, you know, the install one, and it, I mean, obviously looks pretty good, you know, off the rip. So let's see how it all plays out. I'm really excited. I really can't wait.
Have you gotten a chance to talk with Austin Hooper yet?
Yes, we have. We're actually, I think we're in a group chat with all the tight ends and the tight end coach. So
nice.
That's a fun time too.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you think about this offense, and I know, look, we were all excited about the offense last year, but as you said before, that's in the past. But you think about this offense, the success that it's had everywhere, the Shanahan, Kubiak, Stefanski scheme, we'll call it the wide zone scheme. I mean, we're going to go out there with you and Austin Hooper at tight end, Jarvis and Odell at wide receiver, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in the backfield, and Baker Mayfield at quarterback. I mean, you've got to be, I'm sure, a little bit bummed that you guys can't all get together, because I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty fun offense to watch.
It's definitely going to be special. I mean, you know, we have all the tools here. We have a great coach, so we're really excited to put it all together once and for all.
Yeah, and it's just going to come down to execution, right? Is that one of the things through your 3 years that paper is great, right? And we've heard a lot about how good everything's on paper, but it comes down to executing on Sundays.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's the number one thing, is execution.
Absolutely. Have you talked with Baker at all this offseason?
Yes, I have. Actually, I talked to him like a couple of days ago. He's healthy. He's, you know, his family's healthy. So that was my number one question. And he's also too, you know, ready to get this started. So now we're just playing the waiting game. Hopefully, if this dies down a little more, we'll meet up before we meet up as a team. But yeah, that's the plan right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Isn't it wild that this is a time in the world where, you know, we're talking about, you know, you're talking to your teammates, and the first thing that's on everybody's mind whenever you speak to anybody that you care about in your life is, how are you safe? How's your family? Is everybody healthy? Yeah. I mean, this is
like a zombie apocalypse.
It is like, I know. Look, I'm an old man. I'm 41. You're a youngster. To have something go when you're 20s. I mean, I couldn't even imagine being able to get my head around it when I was your age.
Yeah, it's different times, but you know, we're all prepared for it. So.
Absolutely. I know that the unis are coming out. No spoilers, nothing like that. But are you pumped up about that? I know that you're a look good, play good guy.
I like them. Yeah. I you know me. I love looking good, and looking good, you play good. So I'm definitely excited to finally reveal it to everybody else.
Absolutely. Let me tell you something. Our fans, I think, are very, very excited to see those. They can't wait. It's a little bit of off-season excitement, but really, I think it's been a fantastic off-season for the Browns. You talk about not only Austin, we talked about him coming in. Case Keenum comes in as a backup quarterback, but a guy who knows the system and can help you guys with it, and took the Vikings to the NFC Championship game a couple years ago. And then on the line, Jack Conklin, a former All-Pro, first-team All-Pro right tackle. I mean, it's been, for your side of the ball, a pretty good little offseason here, I would say.
Yeah, we also got that fullback.
Andy Janovich, of course.
Andy, yeah. I have to find his number and hit him up, see how he's doing too. But yeah, like I mean, and that's not even counting the draft. So we can do something really special this year.
Is it going to be funny to you? When was the last time that you played in an offense that utilized two tight ends and even a fullback the majority of the time? Have you ever played in an offense like that?
I think in college with Mark Richt. I think that was the last time. It was myself. We had Chris Herndon, who's playing for the Jets now, and we had this fullback. His name was Gage Batten. And yeah, it was like it was fun. I mean, it was great. It was great, really. My last year in college was the first time in a long time that we won a bowl game.
Yeah.
So that was exciting.
So yeah, so you had some success. And when you watch the tape of this offense, I'm sure you can't help but notice that off of some of these play actions and these boots, tight ends are running free. I'm talking wide open, which is always a good thing because we know once you get the ball in your hands, you are dangerous in the open field.
Yeah, that's the goal. Take the ball in hands and just, run for dear life.
Chief, it's always great to catch up with you, man. Is there anything you want to say to our fans during this time?
Everyone, please stay safe still. We will get through this in just time, and go Dog Pound. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Chief. It's great catching up with you, man. I can't wait to see it in person. We don't even get to have our Chief football in the Dog Bowl. We're not allowed in Berea. Nobody is.
Yeah, and crazy.
I know. Can't wait for everybody to get back together. So thank you so much for joining us today for our Work From Home series. Stay safe. And man, I am pumped to see you in this offense in 2020.
Thank you, guys. Cannot wait. Have a good one.